Amiibo!
Hello everyone, welcome to Nintendo Unleashed episode 100. We finally reached the triple digits for this show, and it only took 2 years. Well, technically not even 2 years, because I think our 2-year anniversary is like January 30th.
Yeah, a little bit later in January.
Yeah, that's true. So my name is Armando. I'm one of the original hosts that started this thing.
I think we should talk a little bit about ourselves, in terms of background, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So, but first, let's just introduce everyone else. I have Noah here.
Hi, guys.
And Connor, aka Blaze.
Hi there. I don't have a webcam.
Yeah. So you're Blaze. Yeah. One day you'll get one. Just gotta ask Santa Claus.
That Patreon money, guys.
Yeah. That Patreon money. Yeah, we could use that for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's always an option. So, let's talk about ourselves for a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So, for those of you who are new, maybe you're watching this live on Twitter. I don't know if we have any viewers right now, but awesome! I can say that my name is Noah. I've said that already. I'm 16. I'm a high schooler in Pennsylvania, and I joined this site in so originally we were Flood Games, and I joined the site in summer of, I think it was 2013 or 12. I can't recall which.
Summer, 2013.
But I know it was a summer, and I submitted, and I had been doing reviews on YouTube for a while, and so I submitted some of my stuff, and these were two of the first guys I talked to. I think Conor might have been the first person I talked to. I can't remember though. I remember your duck icon.
Who interviewed you? I interview you?
I honestly forget. I know it was either you or Conor, but I remember talking to Conor particularly early, so I feel like it might have been him. I don't know. But so I've been here for, I guess that makes it like 3.5 years. And the podcast, as Arm said, has been going on for almost 2 years. So that's me.
All right. So let's do Conor now, or Blaze.
Blaze. So I joined Flood because they wanted someone to help with E3. I guess 2012. It was I'm pretty sure the year before Noah joined, and then I didn't even really do news. I was mostly editorial and reviews. And then when we've made Blaze Kick, I continued that. I started doing anime and visual novel stuff more than games, just because my interest kind of swayed more that way. But I'm still on this hype podcast. I didn't really introduce myself. I'm Conor. I'm from Canada, the Great North. Currently in college to become a writer. I agree that Armando rocks. And
I saw that. Thank you. Go on. What?
I made a great logo.
That's true.
Isn't it, but I did make a great logo.
Nice. So we've got professional graphic designers on board, guys. So I think what's interesting about us is how, despite all being in North America, we're so far apart. The odds that we're going to meet, once I'm in college, that's going to be more realistic, but that's going to be a fun day. Hopefully we get to do a convention at one point or another.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So about me, I started Flood Games, the site that these guys were on. Started with a friend, then stuff happened, and then we just moved to Blaze Kick. And I think we're on our 3rd year, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it turned 3 years in November, which is kind of crazy. And then we, like a year after, we were going to do an Amiibo podcast, believe it or not. We were going to start an Amiibo podcast where we plan to talk about Amiibo every 2 weeks. Just Amiibo. and I'm really glad we didn't do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we would have run out of material
Yeah.
pretty quickly. Would have been pretty short episodes too.
Imagine reaching episode 100 on an Amiibo podcast.
Oh god, that's quite the feat, right?
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah. And well, just about me, I'm 22 years old. I like to write. I like to make videos. I want to be a journalist, and I want to cover video games because this is what I love to do. And I love to be here on a podcast just to talk about Nintendo and talk to you guys. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So for those of you unfamiliar with the show, we start off every episode by talking about what we've been playing this week, followed by the Nintendo downloads. So Armando, I'll let you get started. What have you been playing?
I played that the game that we were playing on Monday or Sunday.
Oh yeah, Jackbox.
Yeah,
3.
That's the only game I played.
Nice. Yeah. If you guys catch that live stream, it was really fun. We did TKO, Guespionage. I think we did Trivia Murder Party. I forget honestly.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did all 4.
TKO was awesome though.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite thing.
Yeah, I don't know if that stream is archived or if
no, it's not. It was lost.
Oh no, shame.
It was lost. Yeah.
Okay.
At least if you go on Twitter, you could probably see like pictures that we.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, there were plenty of screenshots.
Yeah. There's even a Unleashed 100 shirt on there. So. Yeah.
Winners to drugs.
Awesome. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Connor, what have you been playing?
I played that game with you guys. I wasn't in the stream. I was just in the chat though. I also played Love Live. Got that great tier for Ken and Mari. And I didn't really play Pokemon Go. I think I played a little bit of Pokemon Sun. Still don't have a shiny Mimikyu. And Lego Dimensions.
Oh yeah, that's Sonic. I've been seeing plenty of screenshots on Twitter.
Yeah, I've completed the first 3 worlds, which are I can't remember what they are. I know the third one's Ninjago. Wizard of Oz. Second one's slipping my mind right now. Anyway, I completed those and the Sonic chapter, and I'm currently on the Doctor Who chapter. But I got this. You have to push like some statues around and stuff, and I accidentally got them stuck. So, and I was just like, I'll do this later.
Good design. Cool. Anything else for you?
No.
Got it. So for me, for those of you who follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen my recent escapades with Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I'm really glad you're playing that.
Yeah. So I got back into it. The game launched I think it launched in like February 2015, right? Alongside the new 3DS XL.
Was it 2015?
Yeah. Because 2016 was Fire Emblem Fates.
No, I think it was 2014.
No way, it was not 14.
Yeah, that's when we started this show. No, never mind.
Yeah, no, it was 15.
I'm so off.
That's fine. Yeah, so it launched in February 15, and I played it for a little while, and then I got to the Great Bay Temple. I decided enough, but I finally got back into it very recently. Beat the temple yesterday, and I'll talk a little bit about that because it was kind of insane. So I got 14 out of 15 fairies, which was but I was running really low on time, and when I got to the boss, like not even 10 seconds into the boss, the 6-minute moon timer showed up, and I was like, oh god. Like it has the moon's face. So that definitely raised the stakes, and I finished the boss fight with just over a minute left on the timer. So I was incredibly nervous. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't get all the fairies, because then I would have to worry about rushing to the fountain. What I did is I just used the Song of Soaring to get to the town, deposit those rupees, save, and quit, because I felt very glad to get that out of the way. I forget the next one's called like the Stone Tower or something. I always forget the name of the 4th temple in that game. Yeah. Tower Stone I don't know.
Stone something.
Yeah, but I'm looking to get into that soon. So finally, I've broken the curse, and I actually enjoyed the temple once I got past sort of the initial confusion for me. It had some fun fairies to find, and furthermore, I've been playing little bit of Mario Run. I was playing some actually a little bit before this podcast. Still not a big fan of Toad Rally, but I've been enjoying going through a World Tour and I'm currently on my purple coin collection spree. So that's it for me.
All right, cool. I still need to get back into Mario Run.
Have you well, I know you did buy it, but did you get far at all in World Tour? What was your progress like?
World Tour. No, I think the last time I played it was the last time I talked about it.
Okay, so
while. Yeah. All right. And before we get into Nintendo downloads, just so everyone on the stream knows, we're gonna have guests. It's not just gonna be us.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have some guests in a few minutes, rotating guests actually, and we're gonna play like name that game and do Switch predictions with them. So,
absolutely.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
And also, for those of you who have heard on Twitter, we are doing a giveaway. Sort of. We're doing trivia relating to winning a copy of Breath of the Wild. Not going to talk about that just yet, but stay tuned. We're going to give more details very shortly. First, though, I'm going to run through the Nintendo download, so what's available on the eShop this week. On the Wii U eShop, there are some interesting-looking games. Not really sure how to judge the quality of these. We have Spheroids, Zombie Brigade, No Brain, No Gain, which I like, and Cup Critters. And on the Wii U Virtual Console, a lot of people have been talking about Pokemon Snap N64 game. And of course, when the Wii U first came out, a ton of people were thinking, oh man, this has got to be the system for Pokemon Snap 2 because, it has a viewfinder, it has gyro controls, it's perfect, but alas, we never received that. The closest things we got to it were the Pokefinder and Sun and Moon, as well as Pokemon Go, kind of, because there was a camera button in Pokemon Go. Obviously, that wasn't really the core aspect of the game, but hey, it's one way to see it, I guess. And on 3DS eShop, there's a game called Quiet Please, which is apparently part of the Quiet Collection. So
is there a collection?
I'm getting Kutar vibes. So
does that mean that Conor's gonna buy it and play it right now?
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's $3. It's $3, so it's a little bit more than Kutar. Yeah. So not really a huge week, but I would probably have to give pick of the week to Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
I've never played it myself, but it's a fan favorite. Some people think it hasn't aged too well, but there seems to be a lot of mostly positive memories. If any of you listening have played Pokemon Snap, let us know what you think.
Yeah.
So now we are going to. What's up?
Did you happen to read the press release that they sent for the Nintendo downloads this week?
I did not know.
They were sitting on. I know they were sitting on this title for a long time. It was Gotta Snap 'Em All. Oh, that was the title of the Nintendo download this week.
Someone just got a raise, I think, at Nintendo. So basically, for those of you who listen, you probably know we usually talk about our poll at the end of the episode, but this time we're actually going to talk at the beginning so we can sort of monitor the results as we go and talk about them at the end of the show. So this week's poll is actually already up on Twitter. And the Twitter handle is @BlazeKickTweet. And the whole question is, will you be watching any Switch events live? The options are main event, so that's the thing happening 11 p.m. Eastern on the 12th. The Treehouse Live, both, or neither. So maybe you'll catch them later or you just aren't interested. So that poll's up now on Twitter. I'll paste the link in the YouTube chat for easy access. And I'll let Conor... Oh, you already got me? Perfect. And yeah, the poll's in the chat now. Thanks, Conor. And I'll let Conor go through last week's poll results.
So last week's poll was posted at like 8 p.m. on a Tuesday night. Sorry. And it was, did you get any Nintendo gifts for the holidays this year? And 25 people voted, which is expected for how late at night I posted that. And 48% said yes, and 52% said no. So...
I'm personally surprised by the amount of yes, because there really wasn't a ton of Nintendo products released. I mean, there was the NES Classic, but that's very hard to get. There weren't really many. I mean, there were the Zelda amiibo. That might have been a big one. I don't know if there were really. Maybe some people wanted 3DS games or Paper Mario for Wii U, but
we also got a couple of comments for it. Eric Disturbed One says no. Captain B Money says Kirby Planet Robobot, and Jay says, I just posted a tweet about it, but that was January 4th, and I'm not going through.
We're not going to go digging. So yeah, Kirby is a great gift. Person number 2. That was one of my personal favorite games of the year, but it did not make my list. Well, it wasn't my number 1, rather. That was Rhythm Heaven.
I forgot it was 2016. I thought it was 2015. So, but I would have
Kirby?
had some. Yeah, I would have had some serious debate between it and Pokemon if I remembered.
And so now we're going to talk a little bit about our trivia. So again, hopefully you've seen this on Twitter. We've been pushing this a lot. But essentially what we're going to be doing is having trivia related to Nintendo Unleashed lore, I guess, is the best way to put it. So those of you who are loyal listeners, you're going to have a pretty good chance at this. Basically, the rules we're going to have, I believe we have 5 questions.
5 questions,
and
yes, that's
and we're
correct.
going to be asking them throughout the podcast. And you're going to email your responses to the email address nintendounleashed100@gmail.com. And ideally put your name or something. I mean, obviously I'll be able to see your email address and I can email back to you. But again, that's nintendounleashed100@gmail.com. Connor, if you wouldn't mind putting that in the chat. Oh, there you go. You're ahead of me. And you can group all your answers together. Again, there's going to be 5 questions, or you can do them separate. Basically, we're going to be tallying it up and seeing whoever gets the most right. And the winner is actually going to receive a copy of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild when that launches on the system of your choice.
Yep.
So pretty hot. Oh, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, and it's not just for a specific region. So if you live in Europe, you're able to enter this.
Right.
Don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah.
We got you, fam.
Yeah.
So pretty high stakes. Hopefully bring your Unleashed knowledge. If you don't know, guess. You never know. You might get lucky. And the first question I'm going to ask now. And basically each time I ask a question, I'm also going to ask all the previous ones just as a reminder. And we're going to have the questions go in the chat as well. So the first question, who was the first guest on Nintendo Unleashed? Not going to say anything else. Don't want to give any hints.
Yeah.
Who was the first guest?
We always talk about this.
What I will tell you is that most of these come from early episodes.
Yeah.
So if you want to do a little research before you answer, maybe check out those videos. And again, email your answer to nintendounleashed100@gmail.com. Please include the question as well. Again, the first question is, who was the first guest?
Yo, Connor, type the question on the chat.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Switch
Got it.
back to BK.
And so, again, we're going to have 5 questions. You can send them all separately or together. Maybe you can, put them all in an email and then send it after all 5 questions are done. But the person who gets the most right wins a copy of Breath of the Wild for your system of choice. So that's Wii U or Switch. And more questions to come dispersed throughout, so be sure to pay attention. Be sure to share this on Twitter if you know anyone who might be interested in winning a copy of the game. We don't know when it comes out, but you'll get it when it launches. Hopefully March, but we don't know yet. We're going to find it very soon, though. Anyway, for our first bit of news, we've got some Crunchyroll stats, which Connor is, I think, very excited about.
So Crunchyroll apparently noticed how successful a certain adult website is at giving stats and decided to follow suit. They've been giving most viewed stuff by country.
Wait, hold on, Armando. It's going to be a digital copy, right?
Yeah, or it can be physical. It's up to you.
Okay, got it. Yeah, someone in the comments asked. We're gonna. I guess digital might be easier, but we'll try our best. If you have a preference, we'll try to fulfill that. Nothing's really set in stone. The only things we really have set in stone is you're going to get it no matter where you live for the system of your choice.
Yeah. And if it's a digital copy and I can just get it to you on when it launches on the day, that's probably easier. So. But it's up to you. If you want a physical copy, I'll get you a physical copy.
Yeah. So to answer your question, it can be digital or physical. Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
So they announced the stats. It's kind of hard to say exactly what it is. It's basically like most watched anime on a console compared to other consoles. So it's not like these are the most viewed on a particular console, because there's some really obscure titles here, so that'd be really weird. But they gave the Wii and Wii U both have Crunchyroll apps. I didn't actually know the Wii had one. So they gave the stats, and I'm not going to go over the numbers because I don't really understand them myself. But the Wii had Dream Festival, Yuri on Ice, Cute High Defense Club Love, Kiss Him Not Me, Sailor Moon Crystal, The High School Life of a Fidanchi, Re-Life, B Project, Orange, and Tanaka-kun is Always Listless. And Wii U had Cute High Earth Defense Club Love, Space Patrol Luluco, Ace Attorney, Sailor Moon Crystal, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Sound Euphonium, Brave Beats, Yuri on Ice, Utapri, and Kiss Him Not Me, which I'm not going to go into detail over the Xbox and PlayStation consoles because we aren't that kind of podcast, but I'm just going to say it appears Nintendo fans have the best taste.
No doubt.
It also surprisingly seems to be mostly female viewers because most of those anime are either not targeted to a specific gender or are targeted to women. So whereas Xbox had a lot of anime targeted towards men, and PlayStation was also kind of men and not either gender. So, but Wii and Wii U definitely has a lot of women, so that's pretty hype.
Yeah,
I agree.
we all agree on this topic.
Mm-hmm.
That Nintendo fans have the best taste in anime.
Sure.
So, if we're ready for our next question, again, this is going to be question 2 of our trivia. But first, I'm going to repeat question 1. Question 1 was, who was the first guest on our podcast? Be sure to email your response to nintendounleashed100@gmail.com. Second question, which Kutar game did Connor buy and play on our show? And this was in a more recent episode. This one will be tough to find, so if you're a listener, hopefully you remember. But the Kutar games were released on the 3DS eShop. I believe there are about 10 of them, and Connor bought and played one live on the show.
Yeah.
So which one is it? I don't know. Email nintendounleashed100@gmail with your response. Again, this is question 2 of our trivia. Winner gets Breath of the Wild.
Kutar is there. Yes, it is.
He's always there.
Yeah. Kutar is best.
Anyway.
He could be our mascot if we
I mean, you know, copyright issues aside,
Yeah.
I would love to embrace that opportunity. Anyway, so
I think we're the only podcast in the world that talks about Kutar.
We talked about it multiple times.
I'm sure there may be podcasts which have mentioned him on one episode on the Nintendo Download, but I think we've mentioned him in at least 5 episodes at this point, which is pretty exciting.
So there's definitely the episode that it came out and I bought it. Then there's that one like a couple episodes later where Cal was on.
Kel bought it, so we actually got someone to buy a Kutar game.
Yeah. So Circle Entertainment, I think we deserve review copies or something in the future because we're good salesmen apparently. But so that was 2 episodes. Then of course there's this one, and I'm sure I've mentioned him another point. So yeah, at least 3, probably 4 or 5.
So our next piece of news, well, this is more of a rumor, but it sounds like Mother 3 might be coming to the Switch. And it sounds like we might hear it at the Switch event. We have 2 potential pieces of evidence here. First is a Laura Cates Dale tweet stating with some pretty high confidence that the game will be shown at the Switch event on January 12th. Furthermore, a post from One Up Studios, I believe on Facebook. The studio is formerly known as Brownie Brown, and they worked on Mother 3. And now they've posted that they've received an invitation to this event. Now, it's not necessarily confirmed that they will be showing this because this is certainly not the only game they've worked on. They've worked on some more recent stuff as well. But it is potential, and this has been something people have been talking about for a long time, but it would certainly be exciting if that's the case. And I would imagine they would want that as a Switch launch title because, I mean, they had Earthbound on Wii U, and that got a lot of people excited. So having that as a Switch Virtual Console Day 1 title would be exciting. You know, do you guys think this is like a sure sign or just not related at all? What are your thoughts on this?
I don't think One Up Studios being there is a sure sign because like it's a big Nintendo event and they are a Nintendo studio, so I don't think it's that surprising that they're going to be there, especially since they are active developers.
Right.
So I don't think it's too far-fetched to think Mother 3 will come eventually, especially with kind of the boost in popularity the series got recently. They did Earthbound on the Wii U Virtual Console, as well as kind of launched the SNES games on new 3DS with Earthbound. Like I think it was in the first wave or second wave or something. And then Earthbound Beginnings also released, which, yeah, both those games were already translated and stuff, and Mother 3's not. But I still don't think it's too far-fetched to expect them to, maybe not at launch, but eventually bring Mother 3 to Switch.
Mm-hmm. And certainly an enticing way to have that, possibly a retail collection of all three games.
Mm-hmm.
Some folks might prefer a down. I mean, honestly, folks might appreciate that retail option with how many sort of hardcore Mother fans there are out there. Those Mother fans who do exist, I'm sure a lot of them are collectors. But anyway, so that's potentially exciting. Furthermore, we have a confirmation that there will be a further event from Nintendo of America following the sort of initial Switch event from Tokyo. It's going to be a Treehouse Live look at the upcoming games, specifically an in-depth look at those games featured in the presentation. And that's happening on the 13th, which is a Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and that's 6:30 a.m. Pacific, so pretty early for Pacific time. Unfortunately, I won't be able to tune into this live due to school, but I'm sure they'll have in-depth looks at Zelda, Mario, and whatever else does show up. And we don't know how long this will be. I would hope a few hours. Treehouse Live events are usually pretty long, especially during E3. Those ones go like all day, but I don't know how long this will be. And so our next question is, and this is again, well, first question one, again, is who was the first guest? Second question, which Kutar game did Conor buy? And third is who has missed the most Unleashed episodes?
Yeah, that's probably the hardest one on there.
Luckily, kind of a 1 in 3 chance with that one.
Yeah.
There are 3 of us. And so
if you want bonus points, okay, there's no bonus points, but feel free to include how many you think. I went through and counted every single episode one of us 3 missed. It's only counting us 3, by the way. Don't count guests for this.
Yeah.
So I went through and counted, and while I only counted once, I am pretty certain the person is right because it wasn't that close. So I guess there's a hint if you think. But it wasn't super close. If it was like within 2 or 3 episodes, I probably would have recounted, but I don't. So I might have the episode amount wrong, but I'm pretty sure the person's right. Hype.
Now, Armando, we might do a little bit shifting here in our schedule because we sort of want to have our first guest on soon.
Yeah.
I think we're going to move. Okay, we're going to briefly talk about the Awesome Games Done Quick 2017 schedule. This is starting on January 8th. So, for those listening live, this is tomorrow. And in terms of Nintendo games, some early games include Ocarina of Time 3D, Shovel Knight, Mega Man, Super Mario Kart. We don't have much to say here, but this is always a fun live speedrunning event, usually with some unique, fun moments. There's always some very memorable moments each year. And that's, again, starting Sunday, January 8th at, I'm trying to figure out the time here. I think this is, if I understand correctly, never mind. Okay, it starts at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. And that would be 9... Rather, that would be 8:30. Yeah, it would be 8:30 Pacific on Sunday. Anyway, so next question. This is question 4. When did we first talk about the NX or Switch? And again, this isn't an early episode. And if I were you, I would kind of think about when it was first talked about and sort of piece that together.
Yeah.
In terms of how long we've been around and how frequently we do episodes, that kind of thing. And that's question 4. And again, to quickly recap our questions. Question 1, who was the first guest? Question 2, which Kutar game did Conor buy? Question 3, who has missed the most Unleashed episodes? And question 4, when did we first talk about NX? Email your responses to nintendounleashed100@gmail.com for a chance. Well, basically, the winner is going to receive a copy of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for the system of their choice. Mm-hmm. So now, what do you think? What do you think, Armando?
I think we should have our first guest on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
we've been rushing through the news topics. There's still something we want to talk about, but I think we're just gonna move that till the end.
2 things actually.
2 things. Okay, so let's bring up a guest.
The Meme and the Warriors thing.
Okay, so let's bring up a guest, then we'll talk about that later. Okay.
Got it.
All right. Yeah, we had to do some changes here on this live episode.
It's
Things
okay.
things don't ever turn as they were planned. So let's see.
Hello.
Type.
All right, there we go. Our first guest. So we have Kudo on. Hi, Kudo.
Hello. I'm the host of PlayStation Point, but probably already knew that.
Yeah. So tell our listeners about yourself. This is like the third time you've been on here.
Yeah, and I'm the newest member to Blaze Kick. Been here since almost a year now. Yeah, a year.
Yeah. Actually, almost a year, because I think you joined about the time we started the PlayStation Point. So, and it's almost on its first year anniversary.
And we're planning what we're going to do for our anniversary right now. So, and episode 27 just came out recently, so why don't you guys go watch that after this?
Plug the podcast.
Hey, I got to do my part for my podcast.
True. See, so next time I'm on the PlayStation Point, I'm gonna plug this podcast.
Whenever you're on. You've been gone for forever.
I know.
Wrecked.
You know. Maybe
Yeah, but-
Conor can be on and talk about
we've
all the
officially
visual
said that you're
novels that he's
just.
played.
Well, I mean, like officially, you're just MIA for now. So.
True. I like how I haven't listened to like the most recent episodes, but after I told you guys that I got the new job, you were still like referring to me like, oh, he's gone today or he's doing something. I wasn't officially off the podcast until probably like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we kind of give up hope.
I can still be a guest one of these days. If you guys record on a Friday or maybe in 2 weeks on a Thursday or Wednesday, I can be on.
We're recording on Wednesdays now in the afternoon.
Okay, so see, I can be on probably in 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, we're back to bi-weekly now, so we're gonna record in 2 weeks again.
Okay. Oh, and you guys better save me a spot on your podcast when Persona 5 comes out.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, awesome. All right. So Kudo, welcome to Nintendo Unleashed episode 100.
Yay!
Yeah. So what are we gonna do, guys?
I guess we're gonna start with what are you playing?
Yeah.
Cool. So Kuro, what games have you been playing throughout the week?
Zelda. I've been playing Zelda. I got Steins Gate Zero for my PS4 for Christmas, but I always fly back to Zelda because it's not super hard, but it's not super easy, and I can still get something done within an hour of playing. So I've been playing Twilight Princess for the most part. They actually did HD. I have both actually. One for GameCube and then one for HD. And I've been noticing some of the differences between the original on GameCube and then HD version. So there's an ice dungeon. If anyone's played Twilight Princess, I hate that dungeon, but that dungeon was the exception where you didn't get 2 pieces of heart in the dungeon. In the GameCube version, well, in the HD version, they actually made so you do get the 2 pieces of heart. Because originally, you had to do a snowboarding minigame and an ice block pushing puzzle cave thing that was just ugh. No, fuck that.
Still don't like that game. I gave it a chance with HD, but still don't like it.
I really do like it. But I have a few Zelda games where I'm just I don't like them. It's like Zelda 2, then there's Skyward Sword, and then there's Majora's Mask. I don't like any of them, but I appreciate that they're in the series, though. I don't know where I'm getting Breath of the Wild, though, but I really hope I can.
Are you going to get on Wii U or Switch?
Wii U. I'm not, I already have a lot of consoles, essentially, and then my computer. I don't really want another console at the moment.
But you can take it on the go.
Yes, but I'm also moving in May, so I have to lug all of my stuff to a new apartment. So I'm kind of like, do I really want another thing to lug around? Not really.
Fair enough. You already have a Vita, so you can just
Best
do that with
console.
Exactly, best console.
All right, so now I think we're going to get into an activity we like to call Name That Game,
Oh yeah.
in which Armando plays a couple songs from games, and you have to guess which game the song is from. So the way we're going to be doing it on episode 100, we're going to have Team Unleashed versus Team Guest. Obviously, Kuro is going to be Team Guest, and representing Team Unleashed this round is going to be Connor.
Oh yeah.
We're going to be alternating between Connor and myself, with Armando staying as essentially the game host.
Okay, hold on. So let me just mute myself real quick, and let me just test out the volume on this, because I'm using my iPhone to play the song.
Okay, got it.
Usually that's what we do, but once we go to edit the podcast, I actually put the song on there. So,
right.
So hold on.
And got it. And Connor and Kuro, what you guys are going to do is open Twitter and DM Armando what you think the game is, basically. So that's how you're going to submit your answers.
Yeah, so blast my notifications. So
Should we give the final question soon?
Yes. After this round of Name That Game, we'll give our fifth and final question.
Okay.
All right, so give me 1 second, and I'll just test it out, okay?
Cool.
Hi.
Ready on the keyboard.
Ready on my phone keyboard. This is pretty hype.
Mm-hmm.
We should just make it soon. Oh, never mind.
All right, so I'm gonna play around 30 seconds of the song.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. You two ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Yeah, that's definitely wrong.
Okay, there we go. All right.
No, I let you down.
Okay, hold on. Did the chat participate in this?
No.
Okay, you guys should do that.
At least I don't. No one said anything from what I can see.
Okay, all right. So let's see. What Kudo said, Animal Crossing. Let's see. Connor said, first he said Mario RPG. Then he switched it to Super Princess Peach. So I'll keep the first one, because that's the one.
Oh, okay.
And actually, Mike also participated in it. He sent me a DM on Twitter. He said
Nice.
Kirby. So you guys are all wrong.
Ooh.
Well,
It's actually from Mario is Missing.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I played that.
Yeah.
That sounded a lot like Animal Crossing to me as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, at least I had the right series.
Yeah, it's Mario is Missing. I honestly didn't think you guys were gonna get that one. I just chose it because we named an episode after this game, and we did a really cool thumbnail for that episode.
it was Noah's Missing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was 36.
Yeah, and I think that was the first episode that Kudo was on too. So, that was a good episode. All right, so
next song, right?
Yeah. So hold on, let me mute myself before I start it.
Just for the record, 0 points currently.
0 points, yeah. And chat, you can also participate.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should cover the chat for now then.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
So
there we
hold
go,
on.
chat
Let me test it, and I'll come back.
I'm sorry, Noah. I've played that game and I let you down.
I've never played that game, so I wouldn't have known that. I was thinking like Mario, but I was like, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it sounded like Mario. That's why I was guessing Mario stuff. But then I couldn't think of what Mario.
All right. So ready for the second and final round?
Okay.
All right. Here you go. 30 seconds. Okay, so let me read your.
No, I think I let you down again.
We're gonna find out.
Okay, so Kudo said Rhythm Heaven. Connor said Rhythm Heaven.
Ooh.
Point to you, both of you.
Yay!
Oh, nice. All right, so 1 point for Team Unleashed and 1 for Team Guest.
Team guessed, yeah.
Hey, I was right. I said I'd probably recognize if it was from Rhythm Heaven, but not which game. I said Megamix. Was that right?
It's actually in Megamix, and it's in Megamix too, but it's also in Fever. So
awesome. So that's it for our current round of Name That Game. Currently, we're tied with 1-1. And as more guests come on, we'll continue the fun.
Yeah, and I have, just in case there's a tie, I did pick an extra song to break the tie. So, yeah,
cool.
Pretty hype.
Before we get into our next guest activity, I just want to say our fifth and final trivia question. It is who predicted Rosalina Galaxy Wars in our E3 2015 predictions video?
Who guessed that?
Well, we can't say.
We can't say it. So email your answer to nintendounleashed100@gmail.com. That is our fifth and final question. I'm just going to repeat our questions. Again, there are 5. First question, who was the first guest? Second question, which Kutar game did Conor buy? Third, who has missed the most Unleashed episodes? Fourth, when did we first talk about the NX? And fifth, who predicted Rosalina Galaxy Wars in our E3 2015 predictions video?
Whoever actually predicted that was probably high when they came up with that, honestly.
So I'm just going off memory here because that was obviously from 2 years ago. But the game, according to the person who predicted it, was a
RTS.
Real-time strategy game where you played as Rosalina,
What?
and you had to I think it was protecting the Luma, or there were evil Lumas or something, and you were protecting the Lumas. I don't remember exactly, but it was a great experience. Everyone laughed when the person read it.
That does not sound fun. That sounds like Pikmin, but escort mission version. It's not fun. That's irritating.
No,
And
it sounded really fun.
Didn't we have a guest on that episode?
Yeah, there was a guest on that episode, so it might be a guest.
Might be a guest. So, yep.
Cool.
And we gave you which episode it was. It's our predictions episode. So
should I tell them the episode number?
Episode 16.
Okay, episode 16. So if you want to have a listen and scrub through to get it,
have fun with that. We each made 5 predictions and we spent a lot of time on them. So have fun finding it.
Yeah. All right. So what's next?
Next we have Switch predictions. So each of the cast members is going to offer a prediction or 2. We're also going to ask Kuro what a couple of her predictions are. And it can be realistic. It can be about price, release date, games. It can be wild. It can be like a crazy hope and dream that you think will never happen. But I think we'll go around sort of each offering one. I'll start. My first prediction is going to be my very basic one. I'm predicting a $250 base model, a $300 bundle, including maybe Breath of the Wild, and a March 17th release date. This is, again, far from outlandish, but hey.
Okay.
Armando, what is your price-related prediction?
Well, you kind of took it already. I was gonna say 250. Okay, so it's not a price question. It's a game question. Mario will be mentioned in the Switch event, but it will be just teased for more information at E3.
All right. So it sounds like it would be more.
So they'll talk about it. Maybe they'll show like a clip of it, and then they'll just say, "Stay tuned for E3 2017."
But no title yet.
No title, no anything now.
Okay. Cool, Connor.
So I made this really great prediction that's super specific. So only 2 Wii U ports will be talked about, but I'm not counting Breath of the Wild in that because I mean things that have already come out on Wii U and like Mario Maker or Splatoon, Mario Kart, whatever. But showing a logo or it as part of a sizzle reel doesn't count to this. It has to be they full on talk about it, give it time in an actual. They don't have to show gameplay, but just actually talk about it. So give mention to the Wii U port. So that will happen twice, no more, no less.
Nice. Okay, Kuro, what would be a prediction of yours?
I think it'll be between $175 and $200. There will be a starting bundle, probably at $250 to $300. We're definitely gonna get Mario as a launch title. I do expect Splatoon as a launch title, but as a sequel to the Wii U version. So more maps, more connectivity. That's what I expect. I really do think they're probably gonna port Smash Bros. 4 to the Switch. I expect that, to be honest. I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if there was a Mario Kart port either. I will be surprised if there's like a Zelda as the Breath of the Wild as a start, because like I don't really want it as a launch title. Actually, I want them to make sure it's like nice and perfect before they ship it out.
I agree with that.
I would love that too. Actually, I would prefer just to have Zelda like in the holiday.
The other thing is like if they're gonna do like a special like Switch version, like in terms of like a special edition, like we do for some of the other consoles.
Like the Wind Waker one?
Yeah, I really wanted that, but I want that to be for like the holidays. Like I don't want that to come out earlier this year because I haven't had a job and I hope to get a summer job so I can refill my reserves. So just leave that for the holidays.
Nice.
Other than that, not really much going on.
I think we'll go around with one more from the cast and crew. Oh, Brightglow's in. Hey, Brightglow. So for me, this is a bit more. I mean, this one's kind of funny, but I'm thinking the new Mario. I've seen people talking about this, but I think it's going to be Super Mario Earth.
Really?
We went
Have you dreamt of this?
No. Well, you know, I've had Switch dreams. This is sort of something I was thinking about. We had Mario World, right? And then we really expanded. We had Mario Galaxy. I think we're going to shrink it back a little bit. Super Mario Earth. If you recall,
Super Mario Fire, Water, and Air next.
That would be the ultimate quadrilogy, if that's the word. And the reason I'm saying this, I think it's going to be based on different cultures, right? If you saw the trailer, they're sort of like Day of the Dead type stuff. Miyamoto had that Samurai Mario shirt on. Man, Super Mario Earth coming in.
So you think
March.
Mario's going to be traveling to different countries around the world?
Why not just Super Mario World 2?
No, so you think will you be able to play as Luigi in this game?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's 2-player co-op, right?
So you think we're basically going to get Mario's Missing for Switch?
Look, Mario's Missing HD.
Wait, no, but you're playing as Mario.
Mario Earth, huh?
But you're playing as Mario.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's
Luigi's
maybe
missing.
it's Toad is missing. Oh, maybe it's Luigi's missing. That's perfect.
Random Toad, no one cares about's missing.
Toadette. Or Captain Toad, better yet.
Luigi's missing.
Yeah. Oh, Tyler's in here as well. Hello, Tyler. We're currently going through Switch predictions. All right, Connor, if you could give us an outlandish prediction.
Oh, outlandish. I didn't really make super outlandish ones.
Or just extremely specific.
Okay. I don't know how specific this one is, but a voiceover will state this game's only for Japan at some point.
Oh, man. That would be disappointing. Like you're watching and it's like, oh, well, at least here's 5 minutes of a beautiful game, but we don't get it, so that's cute. It's very nice. That's sweet. It's good stuff. Armand, how about you? Can we hear a wacky wild prediction?
Damn, I didn't have time for this. You should have told me about this.
I'm sorry.
new Pokemon game is gonna get announced.
Okay.
It's gonna be that Pokemon Star thing.
Pokemon Stars, yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna have a voiceover.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. At least the
for dialogue. Okay.
Yeah, at least the cutscenes are gonna be like voiced over. Because I haven't really played a lot of Sun and Moon, but I do know that it has like cutscenes and
Yeah.
it just like it's missing that voiceover.
Nice. All right, Kuro. How about can we get a wacky wild prediction from you?
We get a new Animal Crossing game actually.
Oh, nice. Now, hopefully, like a main series and not a Happy Meal deal.
Well, even if I'm not
too.
sure how they're gonna do a main series game because that's been my question. Because like the 3DS one is like the best version so far, in my opinion.
New Leaf?
Yeah, New Leaf. I don't know how they're gonna top that because like I was playing it last night. And I was looking all through like the furniture and stuff, and I was like, now I want amiibo cards. God damn it, Nintendo! Why are you making me want to buy things? So
Cool.
I don't know how they would top that, but I believe in the Animal Crossing team. They're awesome people. So
Nice. All right. So our last guest-based activity is relating to the Warriors series by Koei Tecmo. A few years ago, Hyrule Warriors was released for Wii U, and then it was released for 3DS. And there's a rumor that they're producing a new game with a new Nintendo license. So, Kuro, which series do you think it'll be based on and why?
I don't know because I've only played the Warriors series because I actually have Hyrule Warriors and One Piece Pirate Warriors 2 on the PS3. But if they make another Hyrule Warriors game, I'm not gonna like reject it. I am welcoming of it.
If you could pick like another Nintendo franchise for that gameplay to be based in, what would you go with? That's not
Animal Crossing. I don't know if Animal Crossing would be appropriate.
I mean,
but that would be
I
funny.
saw someone talking about that on Twitter, like you're mowing down villagers or weeds.
No,
There are no enemies.
No, you're riding a gyroid through the field.
Oh,
That would be so funny. Because gyroids are supposed to be like dead corpses, and I'm like, I sell them for money.
Yeah. And then like you have Rossetti as a final boss, and it would be beautiful.
No, he could be a summon actually, with it, and like the taking his pickaxe to the end of surrounding enemies. Like, there could be a lot of things that could happen in Animal Crossing, like Warriors. So I mean, I'm up for it.
Right. And someone asks in the audience, are us viewers allowed to ask the collective questions? If you want to ask a question to the guest, feel free. I mean, just try to make it quick, because we're going to switch to our next guest soon. But if you have any questions for Kuro or suggestions. Tyler says Mario Warriors. So does Gemini. I mean, I think that would be interesting. There are certainly many characters to work with. Not really many ranged attacks, except with the exception of Mario's Fireball, but that would certainly be interesting. If you guys have any questions for the cast or Kuro, please ask, because, the more material we have to go off of, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Armando, what do you think would be a good series for?
I would love Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem. I've seen a lot of people talking.
Yeah, I would love that. But let's see, what would be another good one? How about just Yoshi? Yoshi Warriors.
You have nothing to work. Like, the only playable character is Yoshi. There is no lore there.
Color, but
different colors. Oh, there we go.
Colors and have different abilities for each color.
The babies.
The babies.
Oh God.
There you go.
Like diaper-based attacks.
Squirt milk.
A viewer asks, or rather, a viewer listener, what's your opinions on Mario Run? So we've talked about this a lot. Kuro hasn't really talked about it. Kuro, have you played Mario Run? I don't know if you're an iPhone user.
I have an iPhone, but I don't really play a lot of games on my phone. It has a different purpose. So I haven't really played Mario Run or the demo. I used to be into Mario games when I was a kid, but I'm more of a Zelda fan as an adult.
Cool. That's cool. We're getting a lot of new suggestions here. Gemini says Phoenix Wright Warriors. I would love that.
Fuck yes!
There are no.
I want that.
There are no attacks. You're just shouting.
Objection!
Yeah.
No, but like it'd be so fun.
I would love that. Kirby Geek wants Kirby Warriors. I was talking earlier, I think before the show, that with Kirby's inhale ability, he could inhale like hundreds of enemies at once. So that would be fun. Colin has a good question. If you were attempting to make a grizzly bear your wife, how would you go about accomplishing such a feat I personally feel as though dancing erotically to country music would be effective.
Shotgun's pretty effective.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely one way to go about it. I think using honey as a sort of a trap, a bit of a gambling chip would be effective as well. Whether that's covering yourself in honey or offering a tub of honey as a gift, Winnie the Pooh style. What do you think?
You want to die, don't you?
I would agree with Star Wars guy. Download the Amazon app and find out. Yeah, I would ask Siri.
Nice. Also, Suave is back. Welcome, Suave. And so I guess that's it for our first activities in terms of our first guest. Hope you had fun, Kuro.
I did.
Nice.
Do you want to plug anything else?
No.
Aside from PlayStation Point?
Well, I mean, I have my own personal Twitter, which is @demon_sorceress. So if you want to come tweet at me, ask me questions, I'll reply when I'm alive and well, and not dying from 18-unit semesters.
All right. Well, thank you for being on the show. Thank you for helping us out with this.
You're welcome.
And if you need guests for PlayStation Point, we're here. You can have a Noah on there.
I will DM him and we'll see if our time exchanges work. Because you're 3 hours ahead of me.
Yep, that Eastern life.
Come to California. You'll love it.
Anyway, so before we get to our next... we have another question. Asking, what do you expect from Pikmin 4? I sure hope it's not that 3DS game we saw in the Nintendo Directs.
Pain and suffering.
Yeah.
Everyone's linking Conor's Twitter now.
For whatever reason. I can say a lot of those guys are in the car together right now. Yes, Pikmin 4, I hope it's similar to Pikmin 3. I mean, I don't know too much about the series. I just know I enjoy it, and I hope it comes to Switch and not 3DS. Don't have too much to say. And yes, Tyler, I agree, EST is the best time zone.
Nah, California.
Anyway, I just want to give an update to the new viewers about our trivia. Essentially, we have 5 questions relating to the lore of Nintendo Unleashed. And if you answer these 5 questions correctly, or if you get the most correct, you will win a copy of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for a system of your choice, whether that's Wii or Switch. I'm going to ask the 5 questions now, and you can email your responses to nintendounleashed100@gmail.com. I've not gotten any responses yet, so you could be the first. Even if you get one right, your odds are pretty good at this point. So the first question is, who was the first guest on the podcast? That's question 1. The second question is, which Kutar game did Conor buy and play on the show? The third question, best. The third question, who has missed the most Unleashed episodes? The fourth question, when did we first talk about the NX or the Switch? So on which episode did we first mention or talk about the NX? Mm-hmm. And our last question, who predicted Rosalina Galaxy Wars in our E3 2015 predictions video? So email your responses to those 5 trivia questions, or just 1 or 2 questions, really as many as you feel confident in, to, again, nintendounleashed100@gmail.com. Winner of the trivia wins a copy of Breath of the Wild for Wii U or Switch. It's your choice. Joy-Con boys, that's right. And so now, is our next guest Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
Cool.
So, all right. So again, thank you, Kudo, for being on.
You're welcome.
All right. So I'll be right back. Let me get Mike on here.
Okay. I'll entertain in the meantime.
Answer questions.
Oh, okay.
And tell them about the giveaway on Twitter.
Okay. Yes.
I will get a link.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Connor, if you put that in the chat. So, guys, in addition to the Breath of the Wild giveaway trivia I just mentioned, we're also doing a Twitter giveaway for an eShop card. Connor, do you remember if it's a $10 or $20 value?
It says 10 on the tweet.
Okay, the boys are back. Whoa. Okay. Yes, I want to hear a joke.
I need to get the
Come on, Lemons.
Yeah, Colin. Yeah. Let's try fair. I could, but I don't really want to. have my hair too long.
Armando, that's going to be the cosplay that's going to elevate our site to new heights, I think.
You know, at one point I did have blonde hair.
Woo! Pictures, please, dude. Post that in the chat. I don't know if I've ever seen that. I feel like I might have.
No, this was in high school, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had it for like a couple months actually because I lost a bet. So I had like bleach blonde hair.
Nice. Okay, is Mike ready? Do you know?
Oh, let me get him. Sorry, Mike.
That's fine. So, guys, we're about to bring in our next guest, Mike, who does his own podcast called
Said Enough.
Said Enough Games, right? And he's big into toys to life stuff as well. And we're talking about houses in the middle of the street, which I just love. Thank you, guys. This podcast has devolved into insanity a bit, but I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Andrew, thank you for commenting on the lighting. It's about to get a bit more intense. Are you ready?
Okay, so we're waiting on Mike. Mike.
Lava lighting. Okay.
Okay, and Mike is also on Podcast Scorpio. That's the Xbox podcast.
Colin, unfortunately, wrong Mike. Not Bright Glow. I wish it was Mike Simons. Yeah, Andrew, thank you. I really like this light. It's very good studio quality. Goods from IKEA, actually. So
Do the fish like it?
What's that? Oh,
The
Mike's
fish like
here.
it?
Hello, Mike.
Mike?
And I feel left out.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up?
What's up?
How's it going?
Mike, how's it going?
Fantastic.
Awesome. How do you feel
You
about my
ready for
lighting, Mike?
Yeah. Hold on. There's super echo. Okay, there we go.
Awesome. So, Mike, tell the folks listening a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Currently sitting here listening to you guys. Armando, you should get the haircut. Don't ever bleach your hair again. Yeah, so I host Podcast Scorpio with Armando once a month, and that seems to be a challenge in itself, but we're trying. And we're going to do another one this month, right, Armando?
Yeah.
Right, Armando?
Yeah, we're going to do it.
Okay. Well, I personally don't think I could pull out that hairdo because I have no hair. So I could pull off the wig.
He's just a blue floating circle above a blue.
Yeah. That's actually live video. So
That's the webcam.
Mhm. Yeah, man. I watched Snowden. I don't want anybody looking at me.
So, Mike, what have you been playing this week, if anything?
Batman: A Telltale series. I played that. Gears of War 4, The
What episode are
Division.
they on? What episode are they on?
They're done. 1 through 5.
Oh.
So, and then I played Puckin Tournament with my son. He got that for Christmas. So,
Nice.
Have any mains?
he loves Lucario, and therefore I have to love Lucario because I'm not allowed to play anything else. So,
Nice. Cool. So our first activity, I think you were listening into this, but we named that game, is our musical activity. And I think the audience is going to have fun joining in. It seems like they're pretty enthusiastic this time around.
Yeah.
So, Mike,
Okay.
It sounds like you're already
So
familiar
you
with
know
the
how it
rules.
works. Yeah, you know how it works, right?
yep.
You have to
Okay.
DM me.
Yes, you're going to DM. And actually, it's
I will
going
DM you.
to be me this time instead of Connor.
All right. Well, make sure it's Kirby so I know the answer.
For those in the audience, what
Alright.
this game is, Armando plays a music clip, and we basically have to respond to what game it's from. And usually it's pretty obscure, so it can be kind of tough.
All right. Okay, so give me 1 second to prep,
Cool.
and then I'll be right back.
Awesome. Get ready, guys. This is one of the most intense games known to man.
Pie.
Is it Luigi's Mansion?
I hope so. That's good stuff.
All right.
Those of you in the audience, I hope you're ready.
Here
We're
you
gonna
go.
You can comment. We're not gonna look. All right, Arms.
All right, here you go.
Man.
And there you go.
Awesome.
All right.
So I have no idea, but I guessed.
All right.
Yeah, no idea.
Mike said Animal Crossing.
Ah, so good.
And Noah said Starfire. Connor, do you want to also take a guess?
I said Love
Second
Live
it.
in the chat.
Okay, well, it's not Love Live. It's from a Pokemon game, actually.
One.
Pokemon Dash.
Oh, so Tyler in the
what?
chat was actually the closest. He said Pokemon Crystal,
Oh, okay.
but not quite.
Have you guys played Pokemon Dash?
That was for
Nope.
DS, right? I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a DS
yes.
launch title, I think.
It's a racing game.
Oh God.
It's a weird racing game.
All right, Arms. Next up, hit it.
Do it.
All right. Hold on. And hold on. Let me. I have to do something.
Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
This isn't good news.
Did you break it?
I hope he did.
No, there you go.
Okay.
I just have to test it because if it's too loud, then
Your drums are gone instantly.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, it sounds vaguely familiar.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
There you go. All right, I'm still waiting on Mike.
Yeah, I got it.
He said Smash Bros.
It sounds like something I could play when I'm hitting my sword on stuff.
Noah said Kirby.
Why is it never Kirby?
Okay, it's actually from F-Zero.
Oh,
Oh,
which one?
SNES.
GX. Oh,
That was original.
Yeah, I thought it sounded
Original.
like a Super Nintendo game. I wouldn't have guessed F-Zero, though.
Yeah, so
dang it.
no points. Still 1-1.
Sorry, team guest.
You still have Team Guest has an opportunity with the next guest. We'll see if he knows.
Mhm.
The surprise guest.
So next up, Mike, do you have any wacky, wild, or straight up ordinary Switch predictions for us? Preferably
man.
wacky.
Preferably wacky.
Yeah.
Mass Effect Andromeda on Switch.
Okay, nice.
So wacky, it's already confirmed that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It launches with a Metroid game.
Yeah,
2D or
not gonna
3D.
happen.
Yeah, see? I don't know. There's nothing, I mean, what hasn't already been said, seriously.
Yeah.
I think
All right.
$250 price point, $300 Breath of the Wild edition.
Yep.
More than likely Smash and Mario Kart 8 editions at launch. Plus other third-party stuff, Skyrim remastered. You know,
Right.
We'll see.
Cool.
And that dog in the background,
Yep. Oh, that's Bugsy.
who's still the first guest.
What a wild guy. So my next prediction, this is, I guess, kind of wacky. I think the new Retro Studios game is going to be there. It's going to be a Punch-Out beat-em-up. So sort of in the style of like Streets of Rage or something.
I heard Vita. I'm like, what?
What? Huh? That's dead, dude. Let
The
it go.
Nintendo
I heard Punch Out Vita. I'm like, oh my god, that sounds so cool.
Andrew thinks that was Seinfeld. It was pretty close to Seinfeld, I guess. No, I
Oh,
would.
guessing
I'm
music.
afraid we would get like a copyright strike or something. So I'll probably try to refrain.
Yeah, don't do that.
How about you, Armando? Do you have any other wacky, wild, or wet predictions?
What?
It's waterproof.
Water resistant.
Okay, so not 100% waterproof, but
Nope. Waterproof. Shower gaming.
that's the next evolution in gaming. I think that's what we've been waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have one actually.
So you're just gonna go with its water or water resistant?
It's water resistant.
Waterproof.
No, I'm not gonna commit to waterproof. Just
It attracts rooftop parties.
It attracts people named Karen.
You get one rooftop party per system, and Nintendo will redeem your voucher and bring a rooftop party to you.
With extra Joy-Cons.
Oh,
Just in case.
how about you, Connor? Do you have any silly predictions?
It's not silly, but I just want to say this one right now. I actually rearranged here just because it fits with yours so perfectly. I think Retro won't be there or even mentioned.
Oh, not even mentioned. Also,
Telltale Seinfeld.
Colin just requested something,
Uh-oh.
and I'm going to fulfill that wish a little bit. I'll be right back. You guys keep talking.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
You know it's winter, right?
Are you going to do the fish tank? Dump the fish tank on you?
No,
Right.
poor fishies.
Are you going to pour ice on the fish? Is the fish going to take the challenge?
I want a Telltale Seinfeld just like Colin.
No way. I want to Say by the Bell Telltale game.
I want a Love Life Telltale game.
Of course you do. Kanye's best girl.
Yep.
I agree. Best.
Oh,
Oh,
What is he doing?
a bib?
Colin, I hope you're watching. Colin requested that I perform the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. I'm going to perform a modified version where it's just water.
So
I have a bottle of water.
do they only get $5 then to ALS? Are they even watching? I don't
I don't
understand.
know. I hope so. I just have to make sure Colin's in because this is all for nothing if my man Colin's not on. Colin, can I get a sign of life? I'll wait.
Yeah.
He said, "Let's
So
go."
there you go.
Okay, now don't get your hopes up, but I'm gonna do my best here.
Don't pee yourself.
Too late. That's why he's doing the challenge so he can cover for it.
Hope you can see me.
The hype.
Oh, man. You're putting too much armor on for this.
Episode 100. At least 100.
This is going to be so great for iTunes, Google Play listeners.
Noah, talk.
You can't hear us.
I almost wish there was no seductive music playing in the background. That was a little weird.
I won't lie, that was pretty refreshing. But I'm soaked now. My outfit is soaked. Luckily, I removed my headphones.
That's
But
smart.
Luckily, you didn't wear a
There's no
tux
water.
or whatever you were planning on wearing yesterday.
Oh yeah, we were gonna dress up all fancy for it.
look, it looks like I peed.
I told you.
It looks like I wet myself.
Called it.
Hold on, and the floor is also very wet.
He was just trying to cover it up.
See, I peed.
Mm.
Best podcast.
If Noah had the Switch, it would have been fine because it's
Yeah,
water
exactly.
Yeah,
resistant.
waterproof.
Exactly.
That was just
Water
a
resistant.
stunt to demonstrate.
The Switch could have taken the challenge.
Yeah, they're actually going to do that live on stage. That's my next prediction. They're going to
Yeah.
dump a
Dude,
bucket
Ice
of
Bucket
water.
Challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Modified version.
I hope Reggie's on stage.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna clean up. I'm just gonna clean up the floor. Hold on.
This is the weirdest.
It's in Japan, so I don't know if Reggie will be there.
I
Mm,
hope Bill's in it. I hope at least Bill. is
I think Bill Turner will be the translator.
Yeah, he might be the voiceover.
Yeah.
What do you mean like voiceover?
Well, it's going to be, Japanese
it's gonna be
presentation.
Japanese, yeah.
And there's going to be an English translator with the 2-second delay. So I'd imagine it might be Bill Turner.
I hope that's the case.
Is that our next prediction? Who the translator's going to be?
Bill Trin.
It's gonna be Scott Moffat from Nintendo's VP of Sales.
I like how you say his title.
Nah.
I think it's going to be Shuei Yoshida.
It will be Carmen Sandiego.
Mr. T.
I hope they hire the camera crew that handles Sony's press conferences.
Oh, yeah.
Those quality ones.
Well, as long as I don't hire the people that do Sony's press conferences, because then we won't see the Switch for another 2 years.
True.
All right. Now
Mhm.
it is time for the Warriors debate. Mike. So, Mike, what do you
I
think?
heard this question. Metroid.
Oh, nice. Save the baby.
Yeah,
That's the quest. Save the baby.
that's it. That's the main quest. It's the only quest you need. Yeah, I think Metroid probably be the perfect universe to tackle next for the Warrior series.
I think they're gonna do Game and Watch Warriors.
Can I get
Also-
Super Mario RPG Warriors then?
Just so you guys know, for the listeners, I've received my first submission for the trivia answers, so we're going to need more people to get in, because if nobody else submits, this person kind of wins by default.
I hope they. All right, but they don't. They hope no one
Dang.
else.
Yeah.
Now they're mad at you for saying that.
No, they're like, God damn it! Why?
What's
Mouth for it.
tell me the question?
Just dry off already and stop it.
And again, I just want to remind folks the 5 questions real quick. Question 1, who was the first guest? Question 2, which Kutar game did Conor buy? Question 3, who has missed the most Unleashed episodes? Question 4, when did we first talk about NX? And of course, question 5, is someone whispering? Question 5, who predicted Rosalie in the Galaxy Wars?
I might have given them the answers.
Do you even have the answers?
I am not allowed to enter, according to law.
Noah, Colin wants you to check Twitter.
Yeah, I am.
You messed up the hashtag, by the way.
Oh, that's okay. BlazeKick 100, that'll do. I just gave that the quickest retweet I've ever given.
I like it though. It's a quality meme.
It's great.
I don't know. That picture's gonna haunt me now, Colin. Thanks.
Not just you,
Mm,
everyone.
yeah, I'm gonna put that on a shirt when I go to E3.
Oh,
Like,
So I
I'm so
personally
hyped for Nintendo. I needed to cool down with this picture on my shirt.
I personally think the Hyrule Warriors is going to be with Mr. Potato Head, where it's sort of like Knack, where all the different pieces come together, driven by some invisible force, and like his arms fly off at enemies and that kind of thing. But they sort of always come back to him because they love him. In the end of the day,
What if it's just like Nintendo Universe?
ooh, that would be fun.
Nintendo Warriors.
Smash Brothers Warriors.
Smash Brothers Warriors.
Yeah, why not?
What about Mario Kart Warriors?
I'm down.
No, because they're getting battle mode already. Who cares?
Oh yeah, that legit leak
Yeah,
earlier this week. Yeah.
with literally another game stuffed in that game. Apparently,
Anyway, any word from our next guest, Armando? Have you hit up our next guest yet?
Let me do that.
hey,
Ask more questions.
hey man, the time's different in Japan. Miyamoto can't get on real quick. Give him time.
Oh yeah, guys, we have Miyamoto bot meme thief lined up.
I can't wait.
Maybe it's Trin.
Ooh.
Yeah, we actually have Bill, Trinan, and Miyamoto as our next guests.
Don't lie, it's Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, sorry. Arms, I think our next guest is in the chat.
I know.
He's ready to go.
The surprise guest.
Yeah.
The surprise guest that literally outed themselves already.
Yeah. I sent him a DM. He replied on here.
Yeah. That's the surprise, as he replied there.
The surprise is he's actually going to participate solely through the chat, not actually in the episode.
So everybody's eyes will look slightly to their right.
And he'll have to deal with the slight delay.
By the way, guys, we still have that Twitter giveaway going on. So
Oh, yeah.
go on
there. So first, our Twitter giveaway. If you go on the BlazeKick tweet account on Twitter and retweet that giveaway tweet, you will receive. Well, you'll be entered to receive or put in raffle, I should say, to receive a $10 eShop credit in Nintendo eShop. All you have to do is follow and retweet.
Follow and retweet, and we'll announce the winner at the end of the episode, like after this. And I'll just reach out to you and give you the code. All right. Yeah. Okay, so it seems our guest is ready.
All right. You guys have fun with that. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
Appreciate it. Yes, no problem. Dry off, Noah. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you want to plug anything?
Yeah, if you want, you can follow at Big Mike 8109 on Twitter. That's always fun. I'm on like 40 different podcasts doing random stuff. Nothing too specific to Nintendo except for Blaze Kick because you guys had me on first, so I appreciate it.
We talked about Amiibo.
Yes, Amiibo is still a thing. I still have my Legend of Zelda Series 1 just sitting on the desk, not opened. So how far we've come.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good job, Nintendo, for doing something. I don't know. You did nothing. Just fix it. Fix it with Switch. I don't know. Make them more usable. You could have done a little more with Breath of the Wild Amiibo, I thought, than just, hey, here's some food. Thanks.
At least the wolf does actually something.
Yeah, the wolf is pretty legit. I'd have loved if King of Red Lions popped out if you did two something, or you get to ride Volvega from the Ocarina of Time one. I don't know, something. But no, we're gonna get food. So
all right.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. All right, so let's make sure
next
that
up, we have Gemini.
Hold on.
All right, sweet.
Let me get him.
It appears to be fine still, but
Okay.
he hasn't left as of this. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, he left and it's fine.
Sweet.
Okay, so or give him the questions again, so they know what's up.
Oh, the trivia. Got it.
Yeah.
So guys, for those of you listening, we have only had one person submit answers for our trivia. And by the way, someone just asked, when did the trivia winners get announced? That's at the end of the show, which is in about 30 minutes. But we're going to contact the winner, even if they're not listening at that time. But in about half an hour at the end of the show, we're going to announce the winners, and the winner will get emailed. And so our 5 questions, and again, you email your responses to nintendounleashed100@gmail.com. First question is, who was the first guest on the show? Second question, which Kutar game did Conor buy? Third question, who has missed the most Unleashed episodes? Next, when did we first talk about the NX? So on which episode? And last, who predicted Rosalina Galaxy Wars in our E3 2015 predictions video? Answer those 5 questions and send your answers to nintendounleashed100@gmail.com. Whoever gets the most right will win a copy of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for Wii U or Switch, your choice.
Will we read the answers out after we?
Sure, yeah. When we announce the winner, we'll read out the answers.
Okay.
Okay, so we're waiting on our guest. The suspense. First time appearing on the show. First time.
Does he have the link?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He was supposed to be on episode 1.
We talked about it before. Hype. Oh, there we go.
Is he in? Hey, Gemini.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear us?
Rip.
Gemini.
1 second.
All right. He's prepping, guys. He's prepping.
No audio.
I guess he can't hear. Maybe we should talk because
Okay.
he seems to be unable to hear us. And if we're all quiet,
There we go.
okay, there we go.
Okay, sweet.
Hi.
How's it going, Gemini?
It's going.
First time being on the show.
Yeah.
You were,
Finally, right?
yeah, finally. It only took 100 episodes. Here we
I
are.
like to take my time.
Yeah, here we are. Just 2 years, not too much time. How does it feel to finally be on this podcast when you were supposed to start it?
Was I supposed to start it?
Yeah, this was the Amiibo podcast.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I feel like it's completely out of my hands now. I feel betrayed. even though it's definitely my fault.
Yeah. I think I reached out to you first whenever we when I wanted to do the Amiibo podcast. Then I reached out to Noah. Then we just decided to do this Unleashed. But you couldn't be on the first episode, so.
Yeah, I think that was back when I was working third shift. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So we're gonna ask you the same thing that we've asked our guest. Have you played anything this week?
Have I played anything this week? Just mainly Overwatch. That's pretty much it. A little bit of Uncharted 1 and 2 because I got that for Christmas.
Mm.
But other than that, I haven't really played any games this week.
No Nintendo stuff recently?
No, I was playing a lot of Animal Crossing since I finally got my 3DS back and Pokemon Moon, but I stopped playing those a while ago.
How far did you get into Pokemon Moon?
I have like 70% of the Pokedex.
Okay.
I have 100. Get on my level.
Oh wow.
Well, pardon me.
Let's do the activity that we were doing with our other guests. The name that game. Are you ready? Are you ready for it?
Let's go.
You know the rules, right?
No.
Oh,
No.
I'll explain. So basically, Armando's going to play clips which are about 30 seconds long of game music, and you have to identify which game or kind of which series is it from, and you're going to submit your answer by sending a DM to Arms on Twitter, and you're going to be playing against Conor.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I've only got one right so far.
And we're doing it as team, so it's team what?
Team Unleashed
Guest.
versus Team Guest. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Both have 1 point.
yeah, exactly. And this,
Wow.
and this is the last round. We get points.
I make it or break it.
Yeah. So, and just in case you guys don't get any of these right, I have another song that we could probably.
Perfect.
Is that last one easy? What happens if none of us get it?
Then there's no hope for us.
He'll play Super Mario Brothers first to answer.
All right, so let me be myself, and then I'll start.
What happens if we both get all 4 right?
I mean, I'll start singing for you guys. You know, if it comes to that.
Please.
Let's do that.
Yeah, please do that.
We can do this, Connor.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You guys better do it.
Yeah.
All right. Here's that song. There you go.
Oh my.
There were 2 games I could think of, and I don't know if either
I
of
have
them
no
are right.
idea. I'm just gonna go off of what it sounds like it might be from, even though I know it's not right.
I don't think I got that right.
All right. So Connor said Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, that's a good one.
And Gemini said Super Mario Sunshine. It's actually, you guys are both wrong, by the way. It's actually from Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer.
Oh, well, that's
The one
not-
Animal Crossing game I've never played.
So I did include an Animal Crossing song in this.
I was debating between Donkey Kong Country and Yoshi's Island, so I would not have got it.
So still 1-1. Come on, guys. Come on.
Oh,
I
no.
believe in you. All right. So let me go back and do it again.
Noah's so happy he doesn't have to sing.
Mhm.
Okay, how about this? If you guys don't get this one right, and if you don't guys get the third one right, Noah sings.
I gotta
Now we're
start,
just gonna throw it.
I gotta start thinking of songs.
Or what if you guys get the third one right? Like both of you, Noah still sings.
So no matter what.
Yeah, if there's a tie, Noah sings.
Right.
Oh boy.
Boy.
Stakes are high.
Exactly. All right. So here's
I like steak.
here's this one.
But
There you go.
It sounds familiar.
Okay, so Connor said style savvy. Gemini
What the
said
heck is that?
Pokemon Rumble World.
it's this great game where you dress up girls.
You guys are both wrong again. It's actually from Picross 3D 2.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. Yes. Oh my
I've
God.
never even played that.
If it was from Picross E, I would have got it.
Yep.
If it's from a
3D.
non-obscure title, I would have gotten it.
All right, so you're gonna go to the tiebreaker.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is I really hope you guys know this song.
If
I
you
just
don't,
think-
if you don't, I've got my song ready.
So just like think of games that Arms would play, because he's you can tell by the look in his eyes that he would be very disappointed if we didn't get this one.
All right, so hold on.
If it wasn't limited to Nintendo, I'd guess Persona, but
That's what I was thinking.
unless it's Persona Q, which I don't know how you would think we'd get that.
I don't even know any of those games. I think I just might guess Persona if I don't know it.
All right, it's not gonna be Persona. Just so you guys know. All right, here you go. Last song, tiebreaker.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Can you turn it up? I'm gonna feel really dumb. Noah's like freaking out.
Am I the only one who feels dumb by this? I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
Okay, I know Noah's gonna be pissed if you guys don't.
Oh wait, is it Breath of the Wild?
Yep.
Oh, what the hell?
There we go.
Gemini said Fire Moon Fates.
It sounds like it might be from that.
Connor said Pikmin. He
Man,
said
I knew it in the first second.
I knew it's definitely not Pikmin.
Sorry, I barely watched any Breath of the Wild stuff.
Same. That's why I didn't know it.
Man, that was the first trailer.
Yeah, see? He knows.
I watched that trailer once.
He's dreamt
I didn't even finish that trailer.
He probably sleeps to that song.
It's my alarm clock.
Wow.
I can sing that entire thing, I swear to God. But instead, I'm gonna sing something else. So when you guys,
Okay, hold on.
you guys are gonna they're gonna DM me instead, obviously.
Oh,
So prep that.
okay.
I'll give you 10 seconds or so.
What is he gonna do?
I think he's
I'm
gonna
gonna
sing, and we have to get really singing.
Oh, okay. Hold on. First, just let everyone know that he's gonna sing on Twitter. Just, because this is a glorious moment.
I'm about to sing on #Unleash100.
Has anyone even been checking that hashtag?
There's a hashtag.
Yeah, #Unleash100. I mean, I don't feel like anyone's gonna post in it unless of just posting in the chat, but who knows?
All right.
Okay, you guys ready?
Maybe. I did the wrong thing.
Oh my god.
Rip me.
God.
All right, that's enough.
Oh man.
That was great.
All right, so let me check those DMs.
You're gonna be seeing a Gemini production notice in the mail soon.
Yeah, I'll wait for Gemini.
I honestly don't know.
I guess the wrong game because I was laughing too hard and not thinking.
I'm just putting the first game that came to mind, even though I know it's wrong. It was hard to focus.
That's fine. Okay, so responses are in. Gemini says Tetris, which is wrong.
Yep.
Armando says Super Mario World, which is technically wrong. And Connor said Yoshi, and then Mario with a sad face. I'm going to give it to Connor because it's from Super Mario Galaxy. It's the Beach Bowl Galaxy.
Yay.
So, bravo.
Tetris is pretty close. I mean, come on.
Yeah, come on.
But that galaxy was inspired by
Jeez.
Tetris.
So who wins?
Stickler.
So who wins? Name that game. Connor.
I gotta give that one. I gotta give that one to Connor.
So just Connor wins. None of the other teams win.
Well, I got both
I mean-
points, so.
Yeah. Well, so Connor and
So Connor wins.
Yeah, Connor and therefore Team Unleashed. Even though I didn't win any points, I just sang.
I think we're all
It's
real
rigged.
winners here.
Conspiracy.
We're all the winners.
I think after hearing Noah sing that, we're all the winners.
Oh
We're
yeah,
all winners now.
dude. I'm gonna get that clip. I'm gonna put it on.
Intro music. Just scare everyone off.
Anyone who makes it past the intro gets Breath of the Wild for free.
Yeah, I didn't promise that.
All right, so next up, well, before we go to the next activity, I just want to remind the viewers about our trivia. We still only have one person who submitted their answers. We have 5 trivia questions, and if you answer them, whoever gets the most right wins a copy of Breath of the Wild. So, and the email you send your answers to is nintendounleashed100@gmail.com. First question is, who was the first guest on Nintendo Unleashed? Second question is, which Kutar game did Connor buy? Third question, who has missed the most Unleashed episodes? Fourth, when did we first talk about the NX? So on which episode? And fifth, who predicted Rosalina Galaxy Wars in our E3 2015 predictions video? So yeah, answer those 5 questions. Send your answers to nintendounleashed100@gmail.com, and whoever gets the most right wins a copy of Breath of the Wild. Again, we only have 1 submission so far, so if nobody else submits, that person wins by default.
I mean, that guy's pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Wish I could enter.
And I'm not going to say who, but I'm going to say whoever did it did a pretty great job so far. So you're gonna have to try hard to surpass that first one. But still try regardless.
There's like a cheat sheet on Google somewhere.
Well, there's technically one on our Google Doc, but
Ooh.
Yeah, unless they hacked us.
unless they granted themselves permission somehow, they can't get it.
Russia strikes again.
So, Jem, next up, do you have any predictions for the Switch events, whether realistic or outlandish? We would love to hear them.
Well, for predictions, I feel it's going to be late March, probably like the last week, right before April hits. And and I feel like it's going to have a relatively small price range, or at least I'm hoping it does. I mean, because it's focused mainly on the handheld aspect rather than the home console aspect, and that's what Nintendo thrives on, is their handhelds.
Right.
So I feel like they're going to make it small, so that way if like a parent has like 3 kids, all 3 of them can have one. Obscure, I feel like SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Remastered HD with Knuckles is going to be released.
Hopefully a launch title. That'll move systems.
It would, okay.
Assuming Nintendo sends enough systems to be moved.
Yeah.
Nintendo and Sega just teaming up to bring Nintendo the big bucks.
Armando, do you have any more Switch predictions?
See, I didn't think of any.
You should have.
Yeah.
I know.
I did it all last night.
Gee, this is your show.
I know.
And I'm already showing you up. Looks like I'm taking over.
You should. I'm barely on this show anymore.
Well, I'll be working like 70 hours like next week, so I can't do anything.
All right. If you want a really weird prediction, or not even weird, but just another prediction from me. I guess Splatoon will be mentioned.
Okay.
It's not Splatoon. It's not a port of Splatoon on Wii U.
But Splatoon.
Yeah.
With the number 2 in the name.
Oh, please no. Yeah, second Splatoon teased for E3, and just teased, and even at E3 they won't even say anything. So it's gonna get pushed.
That's not good. For me, I'm hoping that the GameCube Virtual Console is unveiled and that service is available at launch.
What game would you want?
That would be amazing.
Yeah. So for me, one I don't think will be available at launch, but the first one I would buy would be the 1,000-Year Door, just because I've never played it and I've heard so many amazing things.
It's so good.
Yeah. I've also never played the original Luigi's Mansion. I've played the one on 3DS, but I would buy Luigi's Mansion. I've never played Mario Sunshine. I already own Double Dash, but I would buy it on. Or actually, I don't own Double Dash, but I've played it, but I would buy it on there. But if I could start with 2 games, I would probably say Luigi's Mansion and 1,000-Year Door. And I would be willing to pay. Well, they currently charge N64 games are $10 on the Wii U Virtual Console, so I would hope these are maybe 15. Wii games are 20, so 15 seems fair for this.
What have you played? That's what Kirby Geek 4 asked.
What did they ask? Sorry. Oh, what have I played on GameCube?
Mm-hmm.
I've played Double Dash. I've played Melee, so I've played both of those games. I just don't own them. Matter of fact, I never owned a GameCube, but I went to my neighbor's house very frequently to play. I really haven't played a ton of GameCube games. I believe those are actually no. I've played. Okay, I think the only first-party GameCube games I played are Melee, Double Dash, and Kirby Air Ride. So there would be a lot more games. Wind Waker. I've played Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD. So technically, they're GameCube games, but I haven't played them on GameCube. So you know.
Okay. I remember. You know what game I remember playing on GameCube? Well,
What's that?
Well, I used to play a lot of games based on TV shows,
like SpongeBob and stuff.
I played that SpongeBob game. Yeah.
Lights, Camera, Action. That's the one I played.
Really?
Oh yeah, Lights, Camera, Action was the greatest. It was like a Mario Party style SpongeBob game.
I don't think I've played that one. I've heard of it. Yeah. Have you played that Ed and Eddie game?
No.
Oh, that one's dude. That one's so stupid. And what about Codename Kids Next Door?
Yes, I played that one.
Yeah, I remember playing that one too. Dang.
Yeah, there. In my old town, there was a rental store about a mile down the road, so I would go there and get like 1 or 2 GameCube games or PS2 games and rent them for a few days. So that's actually how I got into Pikmin and Animal Crossing.
Wow. Yeah, the GameCube had a bunch of like really cool games,
but the system sold terribly, which is awkward.
Yeah. I actually never played Pikmin on GameCube.
I've played a little bit of 1 and 2 on the new Play Control versions for Wii.
Yeah.
It's definitely difficult when you're that young. I think I was like 9 or 10.
Yeah, they're complex.
Mm-hmm. And I never played Animal Crossing until New Leaf.
Oh, really? You didn't do City Folk or Wild
I
World?
didn't do it. Yeah, I didn't do it.
Yeah, I've owned all of them. I've clocked hundreds of hours into the first one. Then I got the Wild World for DS from my friend, and City Folk for Wii. That one was kind of lame.
Mm-hmm. That's my first one.
I think the only time I really wanted to like get an Animal Crossing game was for the Wii one, just for the Wii chat thing.
Oh yeah, that little peripheral.
That was never used at all, just in that game. But yeah, and then just Animal Crossing New Leaf came around, and I actually want to try it, and I love it. Animal Crossing.
It's a good game.
Yeah, good game. So predictions? What were we talking about?
Yeah, we really got off track.
Just me. I think everyone else gave their fourth. Well, Gemini's first.
Wait, what?
Who still has to give a fourth prediction? Just me.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so since Noah wanted us to make a wacky one, I came up with a new prediction on the spot. I think a man in a Kutar costume will come out on stage and start dancing.
Please.
Now, would that be celebrating? Would there be a Kutar HD collection, or just they just gonna do that for?
Yes, it's actually not a remake. It's a brand new Kutar game coming to Switch at launch.
Oh wow!
And they're also announcing that Kutar will be in Smash for
playable fighter.
Yep.
Oh man. I mean, I'm sure some folks will be upset, but for me, it doesn't get much better than that.
Can you imagine the salt of it was just announced Kutar?
Nobody would know who. Like, just us, maybe?
Sakurai's just like, I was watching this podcast online and they mentioned Kutar. So I downloaded all the games and they were amazing. I knew right away.
Kutar becomes the new Sonic. Thanks to Sakurai. Cool. So that's.
I really want to know if someone else talks about Kutar. I don't think so.
We're gonna have to scour the web.
Yeah.
We should make the official Kutar podcast.
I mean, we've 2 episodes with Kutar in the title, so.
And we already spent a good chunk of this podcast talking about Kutar, so. I think we are the Kutar podcast. Kutar Unleashed. All right, so are we still doing predictions?
I think that's it for predictions. We have one more thing though, Gemini. So there's rumored to be a new Warriors game similar to Hyrule Warriors, but with a different Nintendo property. If you could pick any Nintendo property, what would that be?
Let me think. Well, I think like the only like ones that would work. I mean, Fire Emblem's kind of a go-to, but I feel like that's just too easy.
Yeah, get crazy.
Yeah, that one and it'd be kind of weird having, because Fire Emblem's based around turn-based.
Right, it's the exact opposite.
But if we were to choose anything, I think probably the most interesting one would be like a Pokemon or a Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, we hadn't considered Pokemon. That would be fun.
Yeah, I forgot about
Someone said Mario Kart, which would be unique. Just have everyone driving around. I would love that.
Just every time you attack, you get out of the car and just start swinging it at people.
I would actually like Pokemon Warriors. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, because I'm an avid Warriors fan. I love Warriors ever since I played the second one on PS2. And I mean, Legend of Zelda was definitely pretty much the only Nintendo IP that fits perfectly with it. Everything else kind of falls flat.
Right.
Pokemon is probably the closest thing that you could even manage.
Right, and there's so many characters and locations to pick from, so it'd probably work out very well.
Exactly.
Cool. So
we have a prediction on the chat. Take a look at it.
oh, okay, on the YouTube.
Yes. Take a look at it.
Okay. There's a Mario RPG, but suddenly Rabbids invade the kingdom. Yeah, that is one thing which we've talked. I think we've talked about it in the podcast, but it sounds like there's going to be a new game from Ubisoft featuring Mario and the Rabbids.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's crossover right there.
Mm-hmm. So
no, if it was Kutar and Mario.
Oh, that would be much more worthwhile.
Kutar Warriors, please.
I can't stand the Rabbids. They're like the old style video game minions,
yeah. For me personally, I may. The only reason I would check it out, I have a like as a young baby. I'm the youngest baby here at Blaze Kick. I picked that was one of my first Wii games I got, so it's weird. I kind of have a little bit of nostalgia for Rayman Raving Rabbids 2. I haven't played any of them since. I'm sure they're all terrible. But I would check it out based on that alone, and the fact that if Nintendo is allowing Ubisoft to put Rabbids in the game, then I'm sure they're supervising the game pretty heavily, and hopefully that comes into the quality department as well. So.
Oh, there's another prediction.
We have a prediction. Brightglow says Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's possible. Is that currently only announced for PS4?
I think PC as well.
Well, is it for PC?
I think so.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I think right now it's just PS4 though. Maybe down the line they'll release it on PC, maybe Switch.
Yeah.
If they really want to. Well, that would be pretty cool though, because Cloud was in Smash, so.
Yeah, exactly. And I imagine he'll be again in the port, so that would be a further. I mean, I imagine based on the popularity of Cloud and Smash 4, that would certainly sell to the owners of the Switch. I would certainly pick it up, assuming it's good.
And speaking of Cloud, where's the amiibo?
Oh yeah, so another one of my predictions: Cloud, Corn, and Bayonetta amiibos at the Switch launch, alongside Smash 4, Ultimate Edition. I think a lot of people have talked about that. Certainly not an original idea, but it would be good. I would definitely pick up. I don't really care too much about Corn, but I would definitely pick up the Cloud and Bayonetta amiibo right away.
Amiibo.
I would pick up the Corn one though, just because it's Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Do you think it's gonna be male Corn or female Corn?
It's gonna be male Corn.
We don't know because
it's male Corn. Yeah.
Oh no, we don't know because when they first talked about this amiibo, that was a while ago.
But they showed the picture or the pose that they were going to use, and it was male Corn.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a prototype.
Female, yeah, exactly. Female Corn would sell so much better. There's a female Corn Figma, or something.
And we also already have male Robin.
Yeah, exactly. And just like Noah said, there's a female Corrin Figma.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they'll give the amiibo to the male Corrin and the actual good figure to the version of Corrin.
If that happens, I'll just buy the Figma,
Oh yeah, just buy the Figma and the Nebula. Pretty cool figures.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the Bayonetta. I don't really like Bayonetta. The games.
I played it a little bit, but
I
kind of got bored.
Yeah. I kind of just really wanted the game, the game that came with the two of them, just because it was kind of rare. So I was really trying to Kirby geek part. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to respond to that.
No, just dab.
I think so.
Dab?
If I did, it was not intentional.
Hold on.
I don't know how you can unintentionally dab.
Your screen was
very
full screen. It just kind of looked like you dabbed.
I saw it too. That's two people thought they saw it. Come on.
He did dab.
I'm watching the stream. I'm watching the stream, and I'll be able to verify.
Dab. Yeah, you did dab.
Go to the YouTube right now.
I'm watching it now. There's a bit of a delay, so it should happen any second now. Watching closely. Did Noah dab? That's the question. Oh, it looks like it. No, I was rolling up my sleeve.
Oh, that's a dab.
It looked like I was rolling up my sleeve, fam. It looked like a dab, but it was not.
He was rolling up his sleeve and sneezing at the same time, guys. Come on.
Coincidence?
You should dab just because it's Unleashed 100.
Should I?
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, dab.
Okay, wait.
All referee looking back at the play. Yeah. Thanks, Kirby Geek. We are all actually aspiring football refs, so we are trying. We're trying our best.
That dab. Oh my god.
That was great.
Have you gotten any more emails? Oh, someone joined.
Bam Senpai.
Yes, I've actually gotten 2.
Now this is a special guest.
Yeah, buddy.
No, I'm leaving. I regret everything. I gotta go. I got my other Vita podcast to be on. I gotta. Yeah, no. Here, I'm just gonna mute my mic and put this picture of Prince up, and I'll see you guys later. I'm not here. I got off of work. I ate chicken strips, and here I am, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a shame because you just missed
Welcome to the
me accidentally dabbing by about 2 minutes.
Oh, you accidentally dab? You don't accidentally dab. You just dab. Let me pull my figure out. I'm going to pull all my figures out of the case. I'm just going to all change into dabbing like I did before. All dabs. You don't accidentally dab, you dab. Unless you sneeze, then you pretend. Oh, what is wrong with you people? How long have you been in here? You've been
2 hours.
2 hours. 2 hours now.
2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours of accidental dabbing and
Yeah, and I poured water. I poured water on myself. If you go back.
There's a picture on Twitter. Yeah.
You poured water on yourself?
Yeah. Someone requested that I did the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, and I performed a modified version.
Here. I wish I can just throw this up on the screen. This is Link hookshot dabbing. This is a link between world hookshot dab. Hold on, I know I got more. You know, I at one point just had them all dabbing by themselves.
Is this the dab?
Here's Luffy dabbing. Gotta get him with the Luffy dab. Oh man,
the dab podcast.
So much dab.
Unleashed Dabcast. That's what Kirby Geek said.
That's what who said?
Kirby Geek 4.
Kirby Geek. I can't see. Are they in the chat or something?
Yeah, they're in the YouTube chat.
Oh, okay. I was like, there's a chat? I don't even know.
We're live.
Are they dabbing too? Are they dabbing too?
They're dabbing in chat.
I sure hope not.
They ain't dabbing in chat. They shouldn't be here.
Everyone just leaves.
Everyone leave. No, I'm kidding. Oh man, I don't know where this dab picture is. I had like all my pictures dabbing at one point, and it's disappeared from my phone. Thank goodness. Oh, but yeah, let's start this podcast right. Competitive blast ball. Let's get it going. Get it going.
Wait, you're trying to sell that?
Oh, I sold everything else but that, so you're good. Everyone get the 30S out. Let's do this.
Sorry,
about to...
I don't buy trash.
Ooh, you bought Pokemon Sun and Moon?
I only bought some, actually, and no, that's not trash.
That's trash. The low and muck, guys. Low and muck.
Okay, that's trash. I buy games with trash in it, but I don't buy trash games.
Oh, okay. So by definition, it's just trash all over.
Nah.
You know it's trash.
Nah. Got it.
All right, so let's all watch Boku no Pico now.
All right. Oh gosh. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out.
Get him out.
All right. Let's do what we've done with all our guests. Kel, what have you been playing?
Do I really gotta answer that?
Yeah.
Yes. Valkyrie Drive on the Vita. Animal Crossing on the GameCube, which I will say every single time. Animal Crossing on 3DS. I would be playing Happy Home Designer, but someone hasn't sent it because they lost a bet. They owe me a copy of Happy Home Designer. I've been playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, going for the platinum, 85%. Overwatch, and then other than that, I've been collecting books, collecting manga. Hey, manga.
Whoa.
Hey, manga.
Oh,
That is manga.
that is manga. And then there's, a bunch of Dragon Ball Z. There's like almost. Here's all my Dragon Ball Z's, guys. I'm missing 3 volumes and that's it. Put it back. Oh goodness.
Do you want to play Name That Game?
Name that game? Oh yeah. How does one play Name That Game?
Oh, all right. Noah, explain.
Yeah.
Let me get a song.
Okay.
What's going on here?
Noah,
Playing Name That Game.
explain
Name
it to him.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay. So
that.
Armando's gonna play a song, and you and I are gonna guess what that song is by DMing Armando the name of that game.
The name of that game.
Yeah.
There it is, guys. By the way. There's the dabs. We got Weather Report, Nozomi from Love Live, Lupin the Third, and Supersonico hitting the dab. Only here, folks. Only here. All right.
Quality content right there.
Yeah. Let me scoot up. Let me get ready.
All right, so you're gonna make sure you get ready to DM that Armando.
DM that Armando. All
Now,
right.
is this you going against him?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna lose. Thanks.
All right. All right.
Thought I won.
Here
Easy
you go.
win.
Here you go. Ready?
Yeah. I don't know. That's all. I'm guessing that. I don't know. Do I say I DM'd or do you just get it?
DM it to me.
I DM'd within the first 3 seconds.
All right. Okay. So Kel said Fire Emblem. Noah said a Fire Emblem.
Which one?
Exactly which one? But both of you guys are wrong.
Oh.
I'm actually disappointed in you, Cal. Because the song is from Metroid Prime Federation Force.
I didn't play it. What part of it didn't play did you not get? No one bought it, so I did not play it. That's why it's on my eBay for $27 right now. Go buy it, someone.
I was gonna buy it.
You didn't. I already told my.
Bet.
All right, let me pick another song.
All right.
No, I
I'm
thought you
already-
were gonna be a Metroid Prime Federation Force Blast Ball expert.
Yeah, no, I failed.
Okay. Yeah, I don't play anything on my 3DS because it has no games.
Oh,
There's no games. Where you at, Arms? I've already got my answer pre-typed. Think this is a joke? It's pre-typed. It's ready.
Hold on.
Man, we don't really have much of a choice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play music if you don't hurry up, Arm.
No, it's gonna be Love Live.
Yeah, Love Live.
He's just gonna start playing Love Live.
I'm just gonna boot up the game and start playing it.
I don't want to hear the jingle bells. No jingle bells. Yeah, everyone. What's everyone got on their 3DS? I got this.
All right. Hold on. Okay, I'll do it. This might have some sound effects on there.
Oh yeah.
Make it easier.
How sloppy.
Okay, so here you go.
I'm just gonna put in the answer I already pre-typed. No joke. I legit had this pre-typed. I'm not even gonna change it.
The hell is this?
I know what it is, but I just sent him the thing I had pre-typed.
All right, Armando, it's time.
Okay. Let's see. Well, Kel said he said Pokemon Coliseum, then he said Kirby.
I had Pokemon Coliseum pre-typed. It was probably Starfy.
Oh my god. So Noah said Kirby Air Ride first. But then he changed his answer to Kutar. So I don't know if I should give it to him.
Nah, first guess.
What was it?
First guess.
It's Kutar
Was it-
Rockets
oh,
3D.
come on.
Kutar. I'm just gonna play Kutar right now. In credits, here I come. No.
Oh wait, I can't, or I'll give away one of the two answers.
Yeah.
All right. Noah, you should probably tell them the questions or the trivia one more time before we end it.
For our trivia, you have to answer 5 questions, and you have to send them to the email nintendounleashed100@gmail.com. Question 1.
Gotcha.
Who was the first guest? Question 2. Which Kutar game did Connor buy? Question 3. Who has missed the most Unleashed episodes? Question 4.
Chris.
When did we first mention the NX? Which episode? Question 5, last question. Who predicted Rosalina Galaxy Wars in our E3 2015 predictions video?
Is that a thing?
No.
Well, no, but who predicted it?
Oh, I was like, that's not a thing. Sounds stupid. What?
You've never heard about Rosalina Galaxy Wars?
No, I don't watch Unleashed. I only watch Undaunted.
Wow, that happened both of us. Wow.
Class A production right there. Nothing wrong with the audio. No one ordered a pizza. No one ordered a pizza in the middle. You know, we all good. We Hollywood.
I was thinking about reviving that.
Revive it. Do it. I'll be sitting here waiting. I'll be waiting.
If I revive it, you have to be in every episode.
That's a damn. I'll be damned. I don't think so.
One way or another, I'll put you in that. Put you in every episode.
What is the sound effect in the beginning of me saying "I'll be damned"?
That's what it'll be. It'll just be like the intro will be the music, and then right before I start talking, it'll be "I'll be damned" by you.
I'll be damned.
Or
No,
you'll
it'll be
damned.
you'll
Podcast.
just take every letter and put them, like Kel saying every single letter, and then put them together, and you'll have a conversation with them.
Oh yeah.
Just from "I'll be damned."
I'm just gonna start talking with the keyboard. So it's like A B. Oh, Google Translate. That's what I'm gonna start talking with. I'm gonna link my audio to that.
And then we're doing another thing with our guest, Cal. So there's a rumor going on that a new Warriors game based on a Nintendo franchise is coming out. What game would you like to see?
Wario.
Wario
where?
No. Wario Warriors.
It fits.
Hey, Wario Land was a great series.
It's perfect because it sounds like WarioWare. It's like Wario Warriors.
No, Warriors.
It's gonna every time you get into combat, you have to play a mini game. Whoever wins the mini game wins the fight.
That'd actually be
thousands of enemies.
Can't wait.
Oh, it's Prime. I hope Nintendo wasn't watching this. They're gonna be stealing our ideas.
No, it's gonna be Fire Emblem because they're uncreative and Fire Emblem is a terrible game.
Roast.
Fire Emblem. That's garbage. No.
Oh my god.
And a dab to end it all.
Hey, Arms, what's your favorite game?
My favorite game?
Crouton.
Yeah.
Persona 4.
Garbage. Bonus question. What episode did I say everything was garbage in? I know that was one in one of the Unleashed.
You didn't say garbage. You said trash.
Yeah, get it right.
Same thing. They're both trash.
Jeez.
They're both trash and they're both garbage.
I think it was your second episode. Because I think that was Conor on that one?
Yeah, I was on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one that you were on, I think it was just Noah and I. And
Yeah, because you kept DMing me throughout the episode saying, stop saying stuff is garbage and trash.
You were just saying that.
Because it was true.
We kept switching topics, and they were like, "That's trash." Noah's dancing right now.
As it should be.
And Kel's gone.
I'm right here.
Or something.
I'm right here. The door wasn't unlocked.
All right, guys, I think it's time.
It's time to duel.
Beyblade, let it rip.
Let it.
Oh my god.
Oh god, no!
Yeah, it's time to end it. End this episode 100.
But Arms, you haven't dabbed yet.
I'm not gonna dab.
You're the only one else
Please.
with the webcam. You gotta.
I'm dabbing right now.
Yeah, me too.
Armando, please dab.
No, I'm not dabbing.
Please.
Do it.
Dab.
Please.
Yeah,
Dab.
can't be episode 101 without it.
Dab. Dab.
No dabbing.
Dab.
So, guys. Guys.
No.
Noah, have you received any more emails?
Hold on. I'll let you know if you dab. No, I've not.
Okay.
But you should dab.
I'm not dabbing.
Okay.
Dab.
Well, let me get the winner. Let me get the winner for the eShop code. And
Probably not going to be here. There's only 3 people here.
but it's okay. It was just promoted though.
Oh,
So
you
yeah.
said it
The winner
will be announced on the episode.
it will be announced now.
The winner is Dio.
Hold on.
Can't wait.
I'm looking at the email right now. It's some person named Take Dad a Puncher.
Take that.
Take Dab a Puncher.
Oh god. Hold on.
Dab on them, please.
Dabbing.
No, are you standing?
Yeah, I've been sitting.
Why?
I've been sitting for the past 2 hours, and I got water all over me.
Aw.
You didn't decide to change shirts?
Nah,
It's not even his shirt, it's his pants.
because I introduced this towel as a bib, so my shirt didn't get wet.
Oh yeah. This is my bib.
Yeah.
My bib's in my closet. It's a shirt that is from Quaker Steak and Lube with their Atomic Wing Challenge because they ran out of my size. So I asked for a small so I can make it a bib.
That restaurant is in no way associated with Blaze Cake.
Because they got fish sauce. Their wings are not hot.
Okay, I got a winner.
Who's the winner of the eShop card?
The winner is
Christopher Berry. Dun, 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 dun.
no. The winner is at Akira Unreal on Twitter.
Ooh, another
Robert.
odd name.
Yeah, Robert Garcia. That's the winner. And
That's
I'll
some cousin.
I don't know. He's just saying that because I have two last names, and my other last name is Garcia. So.
And your middle name is Kalilan, but you don't
Not
see
yet.
me. Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
You've accepted the fact you were going to lose.
I can avoid that.
You
It's
can
simple.
avoid that.
It's simple. I just have to platinum Persona 4. Wait.
No.
Persona 5.
Yeah, and Persona 5. All I have to do is platinum Persona 5.
Easy.
Easy.
All right. So I'm.
You've
so
been
the winner-
platinuming Persona 4 for 2 years.
That's true. So I'll DM the winner of it of the giveaway on Twitter. So yeah, congrats. Thank you for entering, and thank you all of you guys for entering. So still no more emails, right?
That's correct. There are currently two. Well, there are currently 2 responses.
Oh,
So 2 emails.
There are 2 emails.
Oh, dang.
Okay. All right.
Poor Ty.
Should we end it? Should we end it?
I think so. I think we can end the trivia.
No.
Okay.
No. I think. Oh, the trivia. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the contest is over for the Breath of the Wild copy. So should we talk about the answers real quick before ending the show?
Yeah. So any more
Oh,
emails like
yeah.
that will not count. But let's talk about the answers.
Yeah. All right. So who has them?
Who's that? Who's got the email?
I have
Well,
the answers if you want.
But yeah. Let's read them.
Okay.
in.
Okay.
Okay, so the first question, who was the first guest? It was me, Kanye.
Ooh, no, okay.
Episode 2. I was introduced as a guest.
Should I reveal how these folks did in real time?
Sure.
All right. Neither of them got that.
Wow,
What-
no one likes you.
What were the answers? I'm guessing it was Tyler for episode.
Someone said Tyler, and someone said Tyler Brooklyn.
It was
Yeah.
ideal.
Yeah. So Connor is technically our first guest because we introduced him as a guest.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And after just one
Freaking
episode,
trick question.
yeah. Well, we've talked about it a lot of
Yeah.
times.
A few episodes ago, the description said featuring lifelong guest Connor.
Yeah.
So
Who was pretty much not a yes.
I don't think it was ever actually established that I became a main person. We just stopped introducing me as a guest, but never
Well.
said I was gonna.
For the next 100 episodes.
And then I've been in the most episodes, only missing 5. So there's a little hint for a future question. But next question: which Kutar game did Connor buy? That is Kutar Concert Staff.
Both people got that right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I guess it wouldn't matter if I
Surprising.
played that live. Question 3: who has missed the most Unleashed episodes? So assuming my counting is right, I have missed the least with 5, then Arms with 16, then Noah with 24.
I've missed
Oh,
99.
no.
Noah has
So-
missed almost a quarter of the series.
That's right. Now, one person said Armando and one person said Noah. What's worth noting is that the person who said Noah got how many we all missed. They've recorded all the numbers.
Damn.
Now, they said Connor 5, Armando 17, and Noah 24.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
As I
That's
said, I
highly
might have got numbers a little off, but because 24 and 16 were so far apart, I didn't see the need to recount. If it was like Noah had missed 18 and Arms had missed 16, I would have probably redone it just to make sure. But I felt that was far enough that there's no way I screwed up counting that bad.
What was the email that they had to send this to?
Nintendo Unleashed 100.
It's going into the.
You made an email for that?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We're official Gamer Blaze Kick.
Except we used an @Gmail because we didn't want to make an @Blaze Kick for it.
Official here at Blaze Kick.
All right. So
question 4. When did we first talk about the NX, now known as the Switch? That was episode 7.
They both got that.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. You just had to look when it was first announced and see what Unleashed episode corresponded. And then the last question, who predicted Rosalina Galaxy Wars in our E3 2015 predictions video? And that is Noah.
Shocking.
Woo!
Nobody.
So,
I even knew that. I didn't even have to. I knew.
So one person got that last one right.
Of course.
So do we have one winner?
Yeah. So okay. This is interesting. We're gonna have to discuss this. It was a tie, but the person who said Noah missed the most counted them all out and got it right. They were so accurate, so precise.
But it was still a tie, right?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be the person who sent first then?
No.
Oh, actually, I guess you're right.
Well, it was still a tie.
Said the first one to send.
We said that both speed and accuracy count.
Yeah.
So that person won.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
So, how many did each of them got right? 4?
3. They both got 3.
3, right? And which ones were they?
I'm gonna say person 1 and person 2. Person 1 got questions 2, 3, and 4, and the other person got questions 2, 4, and 5.
Okay. It's a tie. I think it's
Should we do who sent it in earlier? I think that's only fair.
What do you guys say?
Yeah, because we did say speed and accuracy matter. So I think first to send it.
All right. So we have a winner then.
Okay. The winner is Nandine Lopez.
Yay. Congrats.
So thank you. You've been in this chat this whole time. It was between you and Kirby Geek. It was very close, but you sent it before, and you were very impressive with the way you counted up the episodes for who was missing. That was very impressive.
Yeah.
So congrats, Nandi and Lopez. The game obviously is not out yet, but we will stay in touch with you, and when it does come out, we will correspond with you to get you a copy of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So congrats. Thanks for playing.
And yeah, so don't email us at that email. Just reach. Yeah, we'll reach out to you on Twitter if you have.
There should be one more. There's one more email.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. Look, Arms, I gotta send you this. This is interesting. Arms, this is an interesting result. I need you to examine this for me.
All right.
I feel like we're in like CSI now.
I just sent you it on the DM.
Hold on. Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, send me a Vine. Oh, I know which Vine it is.
What's a Vine?
What's a Vine? Say, Arms. Arms, what's it say?
Oh.
Show the people.
Show the people.
Hold on. I need to like. Hold on. Lower the. Okay. All right. Can I see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for Arms.
All right. Whatever.
Where's your Pikachu?
Congrats, Noah, for being the first person to pronounce his name right.
Yeah, so we'll keep in contact with you. Just let us know which version you want, and if you want a physical copy, and if we can get you a digital copy too, and if you want that yeah.
And region.
We'll do that. And region too.
Assuming it matters, because if it's Switch, might be region free, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it for episode 100. Don't you guys think?
Woo! Hype.
We did it. And the stream only crashed once, so I guess we'll take that.
Only crashed once.
We have one more thing we need to do before we end.
What?
The poll results as of now.
Okay.
So currently, well, the poll is Unleashed asks, will you be watching any of the Switch events live? We currently have 19 votes. 26% say only the main event. 5% say only the Treehouse Live. 53% say both, and 16% say neither. I'm kind of wondering why that person who's only watching Treehouse Live is going with that, but okay.
All right. And Kel is reading manga right now.
You
Nani.
can smile again.
All right. Oh, well, thank you very much for joining our stream. This was fun. We spent over 2 hours just here
I
hanging out.
spent 10 minutes.
We spent 10 minutes. We spent over 2 hours. Gemini, I think Gemini joined like after the first hour, so at least the chat. So this was pretty fun. I think we should do something like this again.
I agree. We should do live stuff more frequently.
Yeah, like just live streaming, playing a game or something. I don't know. Yeah.
We'll keep in touch.
Yeah. Thank you again for listening to this. If you're gonna listen to this on iTunes or Google Play,
Good luck.
Yeah. Good luck listening to this podcast. And well, again, just thank you for being part of this, being part of Nintendo Unleashed, listening to just us talk about Nintendo and just random stuff. Thank you.
Damn.
I don't even think we have to do our traditional closing, you know?
Arms, where's the dab?
No dab.
I think that's how we finish it.
No dab. Just finish it. No
It's
dab.
never
just
over
finish
until
it.
he dabs.
No dab.
No.
Just finish it. No.
No finishing till dab.
No dab.
Arms,
No
you're
dab.
getting requests in the chat to dab.
No.
Yeah, you're letting down your fans.
I'll never dab.
Unsubscribe from the YouTube if he doesn't dab.
Unfollow the Twitter.
Unfollow the Twitter. I will post hentai on the Twitter if he does not dab.
You don't know the password.
You gave me the information. Brooklyn gave me the information.
One time.
Multiple times.
One time.
That's it. I'm getting on the website and posting it then. I better see a dab.
No dab. Sorry.
I want to see a dab or a Persona 4 Platinum in the next 5
years.
2 minutes.
5 years.
2 minutes. A dab or Persona 4 Platinum.
No dab, guys.
Or I'm posting some stuff. I'm posting unfinished articles, fam. Unfinished articles.
B articles.
At least there'll be content. They'll be unfinished though. I'll let people finish them in the comments. Dab.
Right, no dab.
No.
Dab. Everyone down right now.
No, but no dab. I don't dab. I just.
But he wears fingerless gloves in failure hats by the name of Ash Ketchum. Where's the hat arms? Where's the Pikachu that matches?
Somewhere over there.
Where are the Sonic fingerless gloves?
Jesus, Noah.
Where are the Band-Aids?
Oh yeah, about the he sent me some Band-Aids, some Pac-Man Band-Aids. Still don't get those.
It's for when we beat you up.
See, this is what happens when you don't dab, Arms. This is what we have to deal with.
What is Noah doing? He's gonna hurt himself, and I can send him the Band-Aid.
Noah's
you have to do it.
Noah, what are you?
No,
doing?
you need to dab.
Okay.
There you go.
What was that?
That's called a fierce dab.
It was a wave dab. That was a wab.
The web.
Hit him with the web.
This is gonna be great for everyone watching or listening on Google Play and iTunes. This part right now.
Okay, just a day.
Damn, Arms!
Hey, fam,
No!
No, dab. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
This is called, wait, watch me. This is called the world's smallest dab.
Hey, where's the library? Over there. Thank you.
What? All right. We'll be back next week for
No, we won't.
101.
Arms won't be
about
there.
the Nintendo Switch.
No one records until he dabs.
You know, I can just turn off my webcam.
You know I have your address. I'm gonna find you.
Oh God.
I know where you live too. Don't worry. We will go and get you.
What's going on in Noah's screen?
Newt's commander over here on the floor, whatever he's doing.
I had like the
movie. I watched that movie over break.
You look like him.
I had like the perfect outro, and then this happened.
Yeah, this is what
Perfect.
happens.
It ain't perfect until there's a dab.
Dab. Dab. Real quick.
Oh my God.
He's gonna do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
If not for us, do it for the fans.
Do it for the vine.
Before we lose them because you don't do it.
There you go.
Inevitable.
He's
There you
gonna
go.
reject that free copy.
No. We need the arms. We need the whole frame.
Yeah, we need the
Come on.
arm.
Your name is
Arms.
Arms. Show us the
It's in your
arms.
name. In your name. The shame on his face. The shame.
He hit us.
No.
Someone make that a GIF.
Yeah. Save it.
Put that in
send
your
it to me.
meme stashes.
Yeah. No, that's gonna be my pin tweet. Someone make a GIF, send it to me. It's my pin tweet.
Pin
It's
it to
gonna
the
say-
blanket tweet.
Okay. That's it.
Bye.
All right. See you next week. Episode 101. Switch
We're gonna
event.
talk all about the Switch.
Yeah.
And the dabs.
And the dabs. Bye.